Terrace Reed Jr. back in the Husky lineup and announced his presence with authority.
As UConn looks to keep up the pace tonight against Columbia with a tough stretch of ranked matchups on the horizon.
Plus, some call it stores. We call it the basketball capital of the world.
And, of course, we have my three-pointers. The pregame show starts right now.
Now, live, it's the Riscassi and Davis Basketball Pregame Show, presented by M&T Bank.
Well, good evening and welcome to the pregame show. I'm Erin Connolly.
I'm Joe Zone. The UConn Huskies face Columbia. It's about a half hour away. We're here to get you set for tip-off, just like we do each and every men's and women's home game.
And UConn, now the third-ranked team in the nation after wins against New Haven and UMass Lowell. The Huskies getting a huge boost in their game Friday with senior center Terrace Reed Jr. back in the mix. That was a game changer, and he made an immediate impact, leading the Huskies with 20 points and 12 boards in 17 minutes. UConn won 110-47. And, Joe, he was really a big factor on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it looked like he improved the energy for everybody out there, especially the freshman center, Eric Ryba. Coming off the bench, he finished with 11 points, 5 boards. His coach talked about what it means to get the big man back, even with a minutes restriction.
We wanted to keep him at 20. Now he can go, and I'd imagine we'll extend that out another 5 to 8 minutes because he felt great. So he makes a big difference on both ends, on the backboard. He's one of the best big guys in the country.
I'm ready to play. You know, just I don't want to come back like I did a little bit too early and then re-injure or injure a different part of my hamstring. So being able to really stay. Here to stay, not here to bounce around. I'm here to stay, so I'm ready for the game Monday.
He has such a big presence. I think he impacts a lot of shots. You know, he talks a lot. I think he's a leader, so I think him being on the floor just brought another level of who we are.
And let's check out these numbers in Reed's debut. He led the Huskies with 20 points on 9 for 12 shooting.
Also led in rebounds with 12. He had 4 blocks. He also had a steal in 17 minutes. And as Hurley said, they're planning on upping his minutes a little bit tonight.
Reed, obviously the catalyst, leading 7 Huskies in double figures. UConn just dominating every facet of that game.
Yeah, their coach was a lot happier after this performance than their opening win, where he said the performance was excruciating.
That should be every night and every practice. A player should show up and play to the level of effort that they played with tonight. That's not a one-off. If they can't provide that, I'm going to get their ass out of the game.
All right, no wonder Coach Hurley pleased with that effort. The UConn offense just clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, they came right out. They had a 47-point lead at halftime, shot over 60% for that game. With Reed inside, they also controlled the boards, turning 15 offensive rebounds into 16 second-chance points. Much of that offense started on the defensive side of the ball. 30 of UConn's points came off turnovers. They held UMass Lowell to 21% shooting from the floor.
So the big question is, does that performance carry over to tonight against Columbia?
Yeah, and our sports reporter Mark Robbins is here. Mark, you spoke with Mike Crispino about UConn playing Columbia. What did he have to say?
Well, I tell you what, he had a lot of things to say and some real positive things to say about this upcoming matchup against Columbia tonight, and the fact that the Ivy League isn't just a bunch of academics playing some recreational basketball. This league is real good, Mike says, and getting better from top to bottom.
Well, they're an Ivy League team, and that used to be a blowout. Not anymore. You got Yale has been really good. They've been getting to the tournament almost every year. You got Harvard producing players that are transferring to high major teams every year. You got Columbia knocking off Villanova last year. I think Columbia and Harvard and Yale and these schools used to be Penn. There used to be Penn and some others, Princeton. But now they go like 5 or 6 deep in that conference. So a lot of good players are going to the Ivy League. Can't take them lightly. They're going to play tough. They're going to grind it out with you. They're going to take care of the basketball. They're going to rebound. They're going to do all the fundamental things well. But they also bring a little bit of juice to the game because they want to play UConn tough. I mean, UConn is the standard right now. Back-to-back national championships 2 years ago and 3 years ago. Anybody that plays UConn has given them their best shot. Dan Hurley said it. And the team has to start understanding that, because even though they're playing at home, Gamble Pavilion, you still got to bring your best, because the other team is going to play the game of their lives, most likely, when they play you.
Do you think that he'll have much trouble motivating the team to play well tonight against Columbia?
I don't think so. I think what we've seen in the first two games, there's plenty of things to work on. Dan is one of those guys that's very meticulous about what's not working, and he will work at it to make it better day in and day out until it improves. And they've shown they have areas of improvement they need to make. I mean, they're still coming together, right? They have to learn to play with each other. They got two players in the backcourt, Silas Demery and also Malachi Smith, who never played together, and they never played with this team. And the backcourt is a key to cohesiveness for any school.
All right, now Columbia beat the University of New Haven by 18 on Friday. Freshman Miles Franklin had 13 in his Columbia debut. He's the Ivy League Rookie of the Week. Guess who's got a bullseye on his jersey tonight, Aaron and Joe?
Sure. Without a doubt. Mark, thank you very much. Now it is time for tonight's injury report.
The Injury Report, sponsored by UConn Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Well, star freshman Braylon Mullins continues to be out with that ankle injury. Mullins is a McDonald's All-American and was named the Big East preseason Freshman of the Year.
Also out tonight is the freshman Jacob Turkey. The guard from Tasmania sprained his ankle in practice. He's yet to play in either of the Husky games in the regular season.